Why were you so confident? Like you didn't have anything that time. How you could say that those words?
Listen, it's so funny, and you see, tears are coming out of my eyes of happiness, because you're so right, and I'm gonna be honest with you. But after that day, I said I'm not telling anything to anyone if I know there is no proof.
Yeah. Hello everyone, Sat Shri Akal, I am Harpreet Singh and welcome back to this video. Today's episode is going to be a special one because I have a special person with me, a wonderful person with a lovely heart, Assiatou Diallo. She has been through a lot from her life, but she still rises from the challenges and made a name of herself in Canada. Like most of us immigrants, English is not her first language. In fact, she didn't even know one English word when she came in Toronto. But now she is living a wonderful life with her son and is the owner of wonderful and successful company in Toronto. Please welcome Assiatou Diallo. Hi Assiatou.
Hello, Harpreet. How are you doing?
I am good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you so much.
No,
Beautiful.
thank you.
I appreciate that.
No, it's been an honor.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like for this video, I always start with the guest, like if they introduce themselves, like with a quick words, like who are you, where you come from, and what you do nowadays.
Okay. My name is Assiatou Diallo once again, and I'm from Guinea, West Africa, born and raised there, and I came to Canada 13 years ago, and I was pregnant, and now I'm here with my little boy, 13 years old.
Yeah, yeah. I actually like researching about your name, and I found out your name has actually such a wonderful meaning behind it.
Yes.
Like from your words, what this Assiatou means?
All I can tell you, I cannot read the whole meaning of it, but I know it's powerful and complete. And apparently, I'm intellectually good, and I need several outlets
Yeah,
for my energies because I have a lot of energy. So that's true, and I don't need to tell that. Everybody knows that I have a lot of energy that I.
So now you are owner of your own company in Toronto.
Yeah.
What would you say, like, if someone is trying to build a company and she or he is still in their early phases, what are some challenges someone face when they are starting their own company, and how can they overcome that?
You know, the first challenge that you face, it's you.
Yeah, okay.
You are the first challenge. How? If you don't believe in yourself, no matter what, even if you have the millions and you don't believe in yourself, you're not going nowhere. You're going to use up your millions and then that's it. And you have to have a vision in life. Would like to live with a purpose. So since my young age, that's a fact, and people who really knows me, they know. I always wanted to live my life with a purpose. So saying that it's not just work, buy a house, buy a car,
Yeah.
and that's it. No, that wasn't my that's not what I wanted out of my life. So
You wanted more something.
yeah, I mean not more, but at least to help others.
Yeah.
And before I thought that I needed a lot. I need to have a lot of money, win the lottery to be able to help others. No, you don't even need that.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need much to help someone. Sometimes it could be just a smile, or a hug. It could be, but my way of that now I'm living my dream because I'm helping other people.
Yeah.
That's where my pride, my achievement is truly.
Yeah, and even in your company, like when someone visit, you mentioned that like your vision of entrepreneurship is to inspire others.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because why? I came to this country. I went through that those challenges, and I know as an immigrant we face a lot of challenges already. How to settle here, new culture, new country, the code, and all that. No family. So for me, I said it's not easy. But if I had the idea living in a shelter, having the idea from there to help other women because I want to create a company that could hire them. And that's for me, everyone can do it. As a single mother, no money, no nothing. All I had, it's a job to be able to save a bit and a good credit. That's it. And that's all you need in this country, actually. And a network. After that, you have to build a network. And it doesn't start overnight. It takes time to build a network. And that's why I want to inspire others not to be scared. Fear is our enemy. Trust me. Like, look, I'm going to give you an example. Kobe Bryant. I'm so devastated of his passing, like other people. But him, he has, 600 millions or whatever? And he took that helicopter. If they told him, no, don't take the helicopter, drive. Right? He would say, no, I'm not scared of the helicopter. Whatever it is, if you're scared in life, you will never do anything. And probably you will sit and die where you are inside your own home.
You're right.
And
It's so interesting, like you mentioned, like when you lived in shelter, you were also trying to help others. And I also like seeing this, like you always try to help immigrants, actually, most of immigrants. And like even I, like when I was immigrant, when I landed here, I had this fear, like am I gonna earn enough, or do I meet someone, I'm just alone, like. But you always make them, other people feel comfortable. And I know like most of immigrants landed job in your company. What's is it like same with your vision, like you want to inspire others and also help others?
yes, that's my vision. But Harpreet, I'm learning along the way. Whatever, you can just do so much. So I'm trying my best here, and that's my vision. I want to help as many immigrant women as possible. That's my dream. And I know it will come true. Because I had a dream. I never thought that it was a dream. I would have my own company here in Canada. Trust me, it's not easy. I don't have MBAs. I don't have the skills to manage probably a company here in Canada. But you know what? I surround myself with people who knows some things that I don't know. The only talent that I have, I think, it's my human being. It is a talent to be human.
To connect with others.
To connect with others, and to know, to put yourself in other people's shoes.
I know.
That's a talent. So I have that.
And you have a lot of it.
Exactly. That's what I use. And I said the other things, the heart, I will let other people help me achieve, reach the goal.
Just now you mentioned that you lived in a shelter, but you always knew that the future would be different. You're gonna make your future better. What was the mindset that, and how you say, what would the advice you will give to someone if he or she is living to their struggle life, but they know like they can do it, they can achieve something better, like you did that back at that time. What should we do to keep ourselves motivated?
First of all, it's to find something that really motivates you. As I said, once again, it's to have a purpose in life. So if you know your purpose, the rest of it, it's going to be just step by step, because you do things like it's project management. So you start from the beginning to the end. So, and that's what the advice I would give everyone, it's just to have a purpose in life. That's the first thing I would really give people.
You need a purpose, and you need the goal towards them.
Absolutely.
So you can work towards it.
And no matter whatever you're going through, there's something that I will tell everyone. They're not the only one. You are not the only one. There are other people who are going through a lot as well. Probably worse than you or the same level as you. So for me, my philosophy, everything happened for a good reason. the most important part, if I'm healthy, I'm alive. The rest of it, I say, you know what, it is just a material or whatever it is, it won't, I will make sure that it doesn't break me and find help. Because when we are down to our bottom line, you need help, someone who can bring you up
Yeah.
just to support you. So that I will advise everyone. Have a purpose in life, ask for help when you need it. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Have a purpose in your life and ask for help.
Right.
And that's what you did. And you, after doing that for a long time, you achieved the title, one of the top 100 black women in to watch in Canada. Like, this is so big title. But how you did that, and what was the emotions you received, like you felt during that time when you received and honored by this title?
You know what? That day I started realizing that my dream is coming true and I'm doing something meaningful.
Yeah.
So, and I said, whatever it is, I have to keep doing that. So it's not the title sometimes, it's not even the title. Recognition is just people go find and they watch you. It's like Voice of Africa. One day, the CEO didn't know me and he saw my story online and he has been following me, and he came to my office one day just like that. He sent an email actually from our website, and he came to the office and I said, he told me, he said, we want to nominate you as one of the torchbearers of 2019, like to recognize men and women who
Wow.
inspire.
Yeah. Wonderful.
So that I said, okay, I didn't know him out of nowhere. He found me from the internet.
Yeah.
So that means I'm doing something meaningful.
Someone is watching you.
Somebody watching me.
Yeah.
So the first award that I received as among one of the black women to watch in 2017, it really made me realize I have to keep going.
Yeah.
I have no other choice. Yes, I could fail, but I'm gonna start something else or wake up, stand up and start again.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm not scared. Since that day, actually, before that, I knew that I'm not scared of failure.
Yeah.
And it would be just part of my success. And today, there are many things that I'm doing, sometimes bad decisions, and that's gonna hurt you. Hey, so be it. I'm not scared of it. And I'm not scared of being judged that I did not do something right.
Yeah.
I'm a human being. I'm not a robot.
Yeah.
So I'm not programmed. So I do things, and especially as I said, I started it just my courage, my perseverance, and my vision of wanting to help others. That's why I'm in this.
Yeah.
So nothing can stop me.
Yeah, you're right. Like you said, like we are just human beings and we are gonna make many mistakes.
Absolutely.
And it's not sin to actually fall, but it's a sin to when you don't rise up from that fall.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I actually was watching one of your video, and there you mentioned like when you were living in a shelter, you were already so committed to achieve something, and you were sure like the better future is coming for you. That one of like you were already start sharing this idea with your friends that you're not gonna live this hardship all the time. When I will own my company, you can work with me.
That's right.
Like, why were you so confident? Like, you didn't have anything that time. How you could say that those words?
Listen, it's so funny, and you see, tears are coming out of my eyes of happiness, because you're so right, and I'm gonna be honest with you. But after that day, I said, I'm not telling anything to anyone if I know there is no proof.
Yeah.
So when I told them that I went into my room in that shelter, I said, oh my God, Assi, what did you do? Did you lie to them? How are you gonna do that? And you said the confidence that I had.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make them believe so much in themselves. I said, don't worry, living in that shelter, and I'm telling them I will create my own company and hire them.
Yeah.
They will look up, but you know what? They trusted me. They said, Assi, don't forget me.
Yeah.
And I remember one of them, she always kept reminding me, don't forget, Assi, when you will have your company, I love cleaning. So, but you know what? Life, it's all mental. So what you say out loud, it's coming out of your mental.
Yeah, it always becomes your unconscious mind.
Exactly.
Things become real.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there are many people, I realize that, some people, they say things, other people look at them, the way they look, how they live, they say, how can he say that?
Yeah, they feel
He's
like
lying.
they're crazy. Yeah.
They're crazy, right? But no, they're not. I realize that it's not being crazy. It's just reflecting your mental.
Yeah.
I'm going to give you another example. While I was living in that shelter, I no car, living in a shelter, literally. So I was doing some research. I said, okay, I didn't even have a work yet. So I was going to school to do my English classes, ESL and all that. So 6 months. So within that 6 months, I went to see a realtor. And I asked one of my friends to drive me in Burlington. I went. I didn't tell my friend why I'm going to Burlington.
Yeah.
I was going to meet a realtor and ask him, what do I need to buy a house?
To get a home.
So, and when I went, while we're sitting there, my friend came with me inside and we spoke. He said, okay, for you to buy this amount of house, you need this credit score, you need a minimum of this credit card, and you need to make this amount a year and this and that. You need this amount of percentage for down payment.
And then you started working towards that.
Right?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I did. In 5 years, day by day, I owned the property. So that's how life works. And my friend, when we got out of there, he said, but you're crazy. I said, why? He said, if I knew it's for that, I wouldn't take you here. It's a waste of time. I said, no, don't tell me it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
I will, but I just have to know. Because if I feed myself with those, so I will just work towards that.
Yeah.
To get that amount of money and, plan myself. And 5 years, day to day, I owned
your home.
Exactly,
your
my
own
property.
Home. Yeah.
So it takes time. It really takes time. And like today, my company, yes, it is a successful to a certain point because we are at least in at least 10 employees. Yes, it is successful because I'm coming from the bottom to here.
Yeah.
So it's just the beginning.
Yeah.
I can have all the challenges, and trust me, even big companies, they have challenges. So and small businesses, oh my God, that's another topic.
Of course, yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah.
So now, like you just mentioned that you were already started sharing ideas with the other people in the shelter, but from that to today, like, do you remember any particular interaction or maybe had a particular talk with someone, and then he or she just feel like you are just crazy, but you changed their life or you impacted their life directly or indirectly, and now you're gonna remember that moment for a long time. Like, do you have any that kind of interaction, like you have made impact in someone's life?
Yes, a lot of people, but I can't tell you who.
Yeah.
People reach out to me. Yeah.
I know, on the internet and
That's
stuff.
right. And people around me, yes, my son, I have an impact on him. And he tells me how proud he is.
Yeah.
And he told me, like, Mama, you are my hero. I said, wow, what's a hero mean? He said, because I'm so proud of you, Mama, because when I will be ready to work, I don't need to go work for McDonald's. I will come work for us.
He's already thinking about that in this young age.
Right? So and he was 10 years old.
Yeah, he's so
10 years
smart
old.
for
Yeah.
10 years.
Absolutely. So that's the first impact I would tell you. And people around me. I mean, I'm not saying do what I do, but I'm just telling you, whatever that you want to do, don't stop.
Yes.
Just go for it. and that's how I inspire other people. But at the same time, it's not easy. I tell them, from some people ask me, how did I start? Like the money and everything. You have to start because the banks, you have to finance yourself first and prove to the bank that yes, you can do this before they trust you.
Yeah.
So everything, as I said from the beginning, the first challenge is you. The first obstacle is you.
Overcome the limit you made on yourself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's simple as that. But it's not easy to reflect on us or say, like, mea culpa. I did this, I'm not supposed to do that. Or I had credit cards, I could go shopping, I could go traveling and have fun in life. But I said, you know what? That will come one day. I have to make some sacrifice. And I know I had some friends when we came out of the shelter, some of them, they're from um, Mexico, and they would go for 2 months, they would go, like, travel.
Yeah.
And they say, yeah, I say, you need to take. I say, you know what? It's gonna come. Right now, I just need to focus on this.
In this, yeah.
It takes a lot of sacrifice.
Sometimes you feel alone, like when you do this, like your people around you are enjoying their life, but you're spending your weekend with the business, and it takes time. You're right, and also a lot of patience.
I do feel lonely sometimes.
Yeah,
I do.
So you have this huge belief in a good financial life, especially for the woman. I know, like, you feel like every woman should be independent and they should be in the good financial conditions. What you suggest, like, if someone want to live their life with a good financial situation? Sometimes we just don't have the money, or sometimes we have the money but we don't know how to spend that money. How we can continue in this without worry, without stress, and how especially women, especially for the women listeners, how they can make their lives with a good financial situation?
It's first of all, it's really organizing themselves and find help again, like a financial advisor, a good one, and someone that they trust, and to help them. Because as you said, sometimes we think that we don't have the money, but we do. We just need to reorganize ourselves. I can tell you right now something really, really private to me.
Yeah.
How I, organize myself. I thought I did not have equity, but yes.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of organizing themselves and find a good financial advisor.
Good financial advisor.
Yeah.
And what you would say, like, if someone is just starting their career, like, they maybe a good budget can help them to have them around with a good financial situations.
Yes. First of all, there are many. Today we heard a lot, and we see a lot of. There's a woman actually who is coming starting next week. We're gonna have a financial literacy within my company.
Okay.
Because I said the impact that needs to start in here. But even myself included, I tried really hard to manage my credit card, to be able to manage something, but I know there is a leak somewhere.
Yeah.
I still need to change something. That's why we're taking that literacy training in how to manage money, the relationship you should have with money.
So, like, your idea is now to more educate yourself and the people in the company, so you can get more of it.
Yes, to better manage their finances, because there are some employees, for example, they make $3,000 a month, and trust me, they're still struggling, and they're still saying it's not enough. I saved in 3,000. I saved $1,000 out of that.
Yeah.
So you just have to
change your way of life.
Way of living, and think of the present right now and plan for the future.
Yeah.
It's very important. But if you live in the present and we don't think about the future, it's gonna be hard. That for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I lived like that. Trust me. I used to live like that.
Yeah, no,
Have
like
money, go shopping, and then tomorrow we'll deal with that.
yeah, but the other way you lived, like you're living now, like I also have the experience in that. Like when I was student, I was not earning that much, but I was still saving almost 25 to 30% for my funds. Like I think like you can just have to be committed yourself that this amount of money you have to save and somehow invest somehow
Absolutely.
in yourself or in somewhere.
Exactly. That's it.
Yeah,
You got it. And that's all you need to do.
awesome.
Yeah.
So you are also a part of this non-profit TAAB Community Care, and you are doing God work. You are helping elderly people and single mothers with their cause. And how? What's the idea of like why you thought of the starting this non-profit organization? What was the idea and story behind it?
You see this article? I put it in a frame because this is the first article that came like that I was in for the first time in my life. So I said I have to put it on a frame. So, and things that I have said have been part of my company's social
Yeah,
to be able to help the elderly. It's written there. So once again, you remember when I said I'm gonna have my company, and that too, it came out of my mouth while having my interview. So it's written there, and I said it, and it took me 4 years to go ahead and register the social enterprise because I couldn't do both.
yeah,
So why I started that? It's because I'm a very social oriented. If I could help it, oh my God, I would help a lot of people. Trust me, I have it, but it just I don't have enough.
yeah,
But I'm doing my best to having my company, first of all, hiring those women who cannot find another job somewhere else. It's already something for me.
yeah.
So I'm grateful for that. But once again, it's just the beginning. TAAB Community Care, I rushed to register it because a lot of immigrant people, they come here after 40, even myself. I started working in this country at which age? Over 35. So imagine, whatever work I would do, I would never be able to save enough
Yeah,
to have a decent retirement here.
because you're already past 40s and
Right? So, no, impossible. So I said, I hear a lot of immigrant people saying, I don't want to get old here, but they already have a life here. After 20 years living somewhere, it's
yeah,
already home,
yeah.
no matter what.
It's not easy to leave
It's
that
not
place.
easy
Yeah.
to leave. Like, you're going to leave 20 years of your life behind. A lot of people tried to go back home, but they always come back.
Yeah,
Always. So that, from my experience, I said, you know what? I'm going to help those people who cannot afford it, at least to have a clean house, a clean place. They don't need to do that. That's a minimum we can give them. It's like cell phones today. It's not a lux, it's a necessity.
it's necessary.
People, it's necessary. So,
Yes.
but when someone referred me a lady who was living alone and was post cancer 4, she was like at the end of her life almost. So when the lady referred, said, can you please give that lady, she can afford to pay, and this and that. I said, you know what, without even thinking, I said, no problem, we will do it, because that's what I want to do,
Yes.
and that's the start. So guess what, I called the lady. It was all the way in Brampton. You remember Jessica?
Jessica, yeah.
You remember Jessica? Jessica, I called Jessica because she drives. She's in Markham. I called her. I said, listen, Jessica, I have this situation. So, and we need to go to that lady on Monday, because she said she doesn't have time. They referred us. I called her on Tuesday. So she said Wednesday, the rest of the week, she has doctor's appointment, her chemo. So I said, okay, no problem. Monday will come. And guess what? I drove. That day, I don't know, out of nowhere, I drove from Toronto to Brampton just to reassure her that we'll give her every week 3 hours cleaning services for free. And guess what? We went. They told me the lady passed away on Sunday. Wow. I was so there. Today I can talk about it without being emotional, but that day I went into my car. I was so devastated. I did a Facebook live and asking everybody, don't wait, don't postpone. It's now or never. I said, this lady, if I had this company already settled, started, we could give her power. She could get the services. If someone was doing that, she could get the services, at least die in a decent place. So that's how I started TAAB Community Care. I came to the office, like my face all like, I cried driving back from Brampton to here. I said, wow. And I said to Jane was here. You remember Jane, right?
Yes.
So I said to Jane, please, can you call CCO? So we need to book an appointment because I need to register the social enterprise now. She said, but how are we going to do that? There's no money. I said, yeah, money will come along.
We will start.
But we need to register first.
Yeah.
And that was $350. I took it out of my pocket and I said, let's go register the company. And that's how we started.
And that's how TAAB Community Care born.
And yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So now you see the board member. We have a president. We got our first funding of $25K to work on the
vision of
TAAB Community Care, like bylaws.
Yeah.
Now CCO is working on that. The strategic planning.
Yeah.
And politics. It's all.
Now things are coming together.
Right.
That day you just started. You didn't know how you gonna do it.
Exactly.
But now it's coming together.
You just have the idea and you throw it out. Assiatou, that's what they said. I'm not, how do you say it? Assiatou Diallo, powerful and complete. You are good intellectually and require several outlets for your energies. You are not a builder, but a planner. And you want others to carry out your plans. That's me.
Yeah.
And as you know,
clearly,
that's me. And it is a fact. Who knows me? They know. I just have an idea and I surround myself. I said, okay, who can do what?
Yeah.
And we work together.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So now you own your own company, and I already asked this, but what would be the one advice you will give to someone who wants to have their own company and start some business? What would be the suggestion or maybe advice you can give to them?
They have an idea. Okay, so it's just to plan and go ahead.
Just start taking action. Don't wait. Actually, this is your every motive behind your action words.
Absolutely, action. Even a business plan. Trust me, when I started, a lot of people told me I have to have a business plan and all that. I said no, for me, but I didn't tell that to other people.
Yeah.
I said logically, why do I need a business plan? And even if I go to the bank, if I don't have an asset, I don't have they will never give me the money. Yeah. Even if I have the well-written business plan. But for me, I said, okay, I start somewhere. I register the company, start having customers, having employees. So now we're talking.
Yeah.
Money is coming in. I'm getting paid because being full-time an entrepreneur, you need to be stable. You need to pay bills.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And I'm going to tell you, it hasn't been easy, but my belief in myself and knowing that this is possible, that
helped you
a lot. Yes.
Alright. I have few questions here, and I really need your quick and rapid answers to them. I know you're gonna be surprised, but I hope we would do better.
Okay.
So if you go to your past and you meet Assiatou, who just landed here in Canada, what would be the advice you will give to her?
What would the advice I would give it to her?
To your past self. Yeah.
Oh boy. Take time. Take time.
Yeah.
Don't rush.
And
Don't
plan.
rush.
Okay,
Exactly.
awesome.
Yeah, don't rush.
Is there any quote or maybe life phase you live your life? For me, because I live a life on one thing, that set your goal such high, like even if you are trying to reach stars, you can at least reach moon. Is there any phase like you want to live your life?
Anyway,
Anyway, yeah. Any quote or any phrase?
you know what? Honestly, I just be happy.
Be happy.
Be able to live and help others, because that's where I find really my happiness. That I know I'm supporting someone, I'm helping as much as I can,
Yeah.
and starting myself and my son. And yeah, one day I would like to travel. I want to start in Canada. I want to travel all over Canada. I want to go in all provinces in Canada.
Yeah.
And yeah,
You want to view what's the other provinces with your son.
absolutely.
Yeah, one day that would be okay. Come.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Absolutely. When he will turn 15 anyway, we'll do that and go back to Africa. I want to go to India.
Yeah.
So
Awesome.
that's the way I would like to live my life and be here for my son. He's my only son, so just be as close as much
Spend your time most of it
with him,
them.
and if he wants me, of course, of course. So yeah.
Oh, he definitely will. He's already so proud of you. So yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah. So this would be the just last question. Is there anything you are more curious about nowadays? Is there any challenge, specific target you are looking for? Like, you don't need to tell everything, but general idea. Like, is there anything you are looking for nowadays to achieve?
To achieve, right now, to manage really the scaling of my company. Go global. At least in Canada, and yeah, that's the next challenge.
That's the next target you are aiming for.
That's right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So before we wrap up this video, like, is there any way viewers can reach to you on the internet, like how they can contact you?
You know what? I have a Facebook page, Assiatou Diallo. I invite everyone to follow me and like my page. I'm on LinkedIn, Assiatou Diallo, and Twitter, and on our website. Meet our founder, Assiatou Diallo, on our website, www.taabcleaning.ca. And yeah, thank you so much, Harpreet. And I will be starting soon my YouTube channel as well, to share some videos, like to inspire other people, like videos, interviews like this.
Yes.
And so people can follow me, and I will share more and tips and step by step.
And that would also help you to reach more and help more and more.
Absolutely. Yeah. There's a many ways that we can help people. Just inspiring them and doing this, showing them that I'm doing it, they can do it. For me, that's another help.
No, really.
I'm giving hope to someone who thought that they can do it.
Thank you so much, Assiatou. Thank you for being on this channel, and I really wish you best of luck and hope you will face so many opportunities and continue helping others.
Thank you very much, Harpreet. Good luck with your channel, and keep doing this.
Yeah, I will.
Thank you.
Thank you.